It's a hat-trick of deadline day additions for Bradford City as the club announced the signing of left wing-back Adaramola on loan from Premier League side Crystal Palace until the end of this season. If you do want to enjoy today's video, make sure to like, comment and subscribe. 200 likes on today's video will be massively appreciated, and let's get into it. Now obviously it has been quite a busy day for Bradford City today. 3 incomings, 1 outgoing, and hopefully still more to come, but the clock is certainly ticking. By the time this was announced, there is just 90 minutes until the deadline, and by the time this video does come out, we'll be very close to completion of that. Make sure to go check out my thoughts on all the business that's happened earlier on in today's deadline day earlier on the channel. But Bradford City tweeted today at 9:30 PM saying, "We are delighted to announce the loan signing of Adaramola from Premier League side Crystal Palace until the end of the season." The article does then read, "Adaramola joins on loan. Bradford City AFC is delighted to announce the loan signing of Adaramola from Premier League side Crystal Palace until the end of the season. The promising left wing back has represented Republic of Ireland at youth level, including 6 appearances for their under-21s. Adaramola has 81 youth appearances for the Eagles under-18s and under-21s, where he scored 3 goals and got 15 assists. He spent the first half of this season on loan at Sky Bet League 1 side Stockport County and featured against the Bantams in our Virtue Trophy triumph over the Hatters. So obviously he will be unavailable to play for Bradford City in tomorrow's clash against Rotherham. So out of all the signings, I think only Critchlow and the keeper Joe Hilton can actually play in the AFL Trophy for us. After signing for City, Adaramola said, "I am really happy to get the opportunity to play for such a big club. I just can't wait to get going. One of the biggest reasons I signed is because of the supporters. It probably has the biggest fan base in Sky Bet League 2. It definitely has the biggest fan base, and something tells me it probably didn't say Sky Bet. There's absolutely no way professional footballers call it by its full official name." City boss Graham Alexander stated, "We believe Teo will give us strong options down the left side. He has blistering pace and showed that against us earlier this season. His attributes are ideal for how we play and he's hungry to show his quality. I am sure he will enjoy his time with us." Teo will be sponsored by Crystal Clear Bifolds Limited during his time in BD8. This move is subject to the relevant EFL checks and clearances, so no mention of what squad number that he is going to get. But obviously with him signing from another club, well, there was nothing on the main Palace account, but their academy did tweet saying Teo Adaramola has joined Bradford City on loan for the rest of the season. Good luck, Teo. Their article does then read, "Crystal Palace academy defender Teo Adaramola has joined Bradford City on loan for the rest of the season. The 21-year-old will garner further senior experience at the Bantams, who are chasing promotion from League 2 under Graham Alexander, and who currently sits 7th in the table, 3 points off the automatic promotion spots. A Republic of Ireland youth international, Adaramola has been with Palace since under 12s level and made his senior club debut in February 2022. It's been a very long day. He spent the second half of last season on loan at Belgian side RWD Molenbeek before linking up with Stockport County for the first part of 24-25. Everyone at the club wishes Teo the best of luck for his loan spell at Bradford." Now my thoughts on this signing are, I definitely do believe it is a positive addition. Now it kind of did get leaked over the last couple of days, similar with quite a lot of our signings throughout this transfer window in all honesty. So we've kind of got a bit of a report already from fans of clubs that he has previously played for, especially Stockport County from this season. We'll have a look at his stats in a bit more detail in a moment, but the best player that I could compare him to is Tariq Wright. Sounds like he's a very pacey player. He's pretty decent going forward. Just sometimes defensively he can be a little bit suspect, but I don't think you need to be as strong defensively in League 2 as what you do in League 1. But I think it's very clear that we needed to move quickly after Saturday's injuries. We've obviously Kieran Kelly picking up that injury. We went and brought in Romney Critchlow. Lewis Richards has picked up another shoulder injury, so Teo Adaramola has joined. And he's got some big boots to fill, to be fair. Lewis Richards has been very good for the large part this season, and I'm hoping that his injury isn't too bad, but the fact we believe we need to go out and recruit another left wing back probably tells you it's not going to be short term for Lewis Richards, and we can't really rely on Tariq Wright to play there. In a lot of the games that he's played this season, he's been terrible defensively. He's got into some good areas going forward, and that final ball at times has let him down, despite him getting I think 3 assists so far this season. So I'm happy that we've got some more competition in that position. A player who's obviously coming from a Premier League academy. I feel like the Crystal Palace academy can be very hit and miss. You see, the last player we signed from there I believe was Scott Banks, and he was obviously a big success for us, but you look at the likes of Luke Plange, who joined Carlisle a couple of seasons ago, he was absolutely terrible. John Kaimani-Gordon's had numerous EFL loan spells, and he's not really done much. So I do think the Crystal Palace Academy is very hit and miss. Let's hope for Bradford City's sake, this one is a big hit. I must remind you at this stage in the video to don't forget to drop a like on there for me and subscribe to the channel as well if you are new. 200 likes, as I mentioned at the start of today's video, will be massively appreciated. And don't forget to get your thoughts in on this signing down in the comment section down below. But Teo Adaramola's 24-25 League One campaign in a little bit more detail then. He played 6 games for Stockport, 3 of them being starts, playing just over 250 minutes. He did fail to score a goal or register an assist, but he had an 80% passing accuracy, which I think is pretty solid for a fullback. 50% of his crosses were accurate, which I think is absolutely outstanding for a left back. I believe Stockport did rotate between the back 3 and the back 4 at times. I don't know how much of his football was played at left back compared to left wing back, but defensively his stats don't look amazing in all honesty. No clean sheets, no interceptions, 1.3 tackles per game, 1.3 balls recovered per game, and 1.2 clearances per game. No errors which led to a shot or goal, and no penalty offences committed either, so I don't think they're really too bad, to be honest with you. In terms of some of his other statistics, a 65% successful dribble rate I think is really good, a 63% and 64% win percentage in terms of ground and aerial duels, again I think is very, very good for a left back. So I'm not really too sure from these statistics why Stockport fans don't really like him all too much. Statistically, looks like he's had a pretty solid time there, but I guess the eye test does certainly tell you a little bit more. I don't really think we can have a look at much of his other campaign in a little bit more detail. Obviously, he has played a couple in the Football League Trophy, where, again, I don't think he registered a goal contribution in there, but his crossing stats, again, pretty decent, 33% in that one defensively. Again, his stats look pretty solid, 1.5 tackles per game, 9 balls recovered per game. That surely can't be accurate. That seems either he's the best left back in the world, or that must be inaccurate. Again, 1 further clearance per game as well. Dual stats maybe in the EFL Trophy not as good, but we saw he did cause Brad Halliday a lot of problems in this game against Bradford City, so I think this could be a really good signing for us. In terms then of how Bradford City's squad is now lining up for the 2024-25 campaign, I believe we are almost complete. I still believe we need to get one more player in before the 11 PM deadline, and I'm hoping that that does happen. Now, Simon Parker is reporting that that's basically our transfer window done unless anything dramatic happens at the last minute. I can't see any players going out at this stage. I think there's been plenty of time in the window for a Jamie Walker, a Clark Ador to maybe ask to move on, maybe even a Neil Byrne, but I think everybody will be staying put for now unless some crazy offer does come in. I still think we need a striker. I really, really do believe we need a striker. I know we've got Mellon, I know we've got Kavanagh. Tommy Lee has had a fair amount of minutes playing up there as well since joining, but I really think that if we don't sign a striker who's got a proven pedigree of scoring goals, it could come back to bite us on the backside by the end of the season. You just need somebody sometimes like Andy Cook who's going to get you a goal out of nothing. That's what we missed on Saturday against Wimbledon. A real clinical striker who will just get you a goal from not really a position where they should be scoring from, or a chance which you think, well, maybe it's an half chance, but they're just converted because they've got that clinical edge about them. And maybe Michael Mellon could be that man, but I just think with us getting Oliver off the wage bill, I would assume that we would go on and react. And I know we've got 3 players who can play them. We only play 1 up front, but I still think we will really regret not signing a striker if we don't bring one in between now and the 11 PM deadline. My overall thoughts then on this signing, I believe it's a very good signing, to be honest with you. He seems to have a bit of proven pedigree. His statistics look very good from what I've seen. I know it's only in a limited amount of games, but in the division above, seems to be a really good crosser of the ball. Offensively, he's going to bring us quite a lot. Maybe defensively might struggle at times, but if he's got a Critchlow, a Shepherd behind him, I don't think it'll matter all too much. Again, I like the fact it's a loan deal. We've now got 5 loans, so all of them can feature in the matchday squad at the same time. It provides cover and competition for Tyreek Wright, a little bit of cover really for Lewis Richards' injury. I really do hope that that's not going to be a long-term one, but welcome to Bradford City, Teo Adaramola. Let's hope that this is not the final piece of transfer business that we do talk about in today's videos. If you've not already checked out all my thoughts on Critchlow signing, Oliver departing, Hilton joining the football club, then make sure to go check them videos out if you haven't already. Thank you all for watching. Make sure to like, comment and subscribe. 200 likes, as I've previously mentioned, will be massively appreciated. Get your thoughts in down below, and I'll see you very soon for another one.